DJ Goncalves.
So she ran into the bedroom, she was put down, it was her doom. You okay, so anything you okay, are you okay, Eddie? Anything you okay, so anything you okay, are you okay, Eddie? Anything you okay, so anything you okay, are you okay, Eddie? Anything you okay, so anything you okay, are you okay, Eddie? Anything you okay, when you dance, that's you okay. Let us out of the window, then he's not through, I can send no Eddie. Take him into your heart, to the buses, I'm a confident.
Hey, here come the beautiful people. Yep, so what? Hello, gorgeous. Wasn't sure if anyone would join me. Scout, hello. I wasn't sure if anyone would join me. This is the worst time of day, but I'm waiting for the tide to go out so I can go and have a swim. I've been in the garden. Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm ready to go back to the beach. But I've been in the garden and in my life this morning, when we covered the arrest of Bryan Kohberger, someone in chat mentioned Bullhorn Betty was taking credit for solving the case. And, yeah, you need to grab a mega pint, Miss Kay. Hello, beautiful. So I just thought I'm going to see if this is true or not. Do a bit of a reaction. I don't want to full screen it because I want you to read her chat as well, as best as you can. Yeah, it's not too bad on YouTube. I suppose you could full screen it. Oh, no, you won't. You'll lose chat. But don't worry, I'll read out some comments, I'm sure. But I'm just curious, is this true? Delusions of a bullhorn. They've taken credit for everything else. So this morning today when the news broke in the US about the arrest, good old Bullhorn Betty and her buddy Olivia were scoping out the house, 1122 King Road, because the cleaners were arriving. And they did, they got on site. And then the arrest broke and her chat desperately tried to point out that someone had been arrested. And I've fast forwarded it to where I think, the first person I think, hey, Jen Lou, we were talking about you this morning. How are you, gorgeous? Great day. Hey, great news. We're doing a little bit of a reaction to Bullhorn Betty because someone in my live this morning, I was woken at 10 past 4 a.m. to my phone lighting up like a Christmas tree and went live for 4.5 hours. We talked about a lot of things, but we mentioned you too, Jen Lou, and how much we all love you. We've got Cement Shoes, G'day Groover. We've got Wake the Truck Up America. And we haven't got a gratuitous sunny spot shot because she's actually passed out on her back. It's quite hot today. She's passed out on her back on a rug over there. You might be able to see her in the distance. Maybe not. In fact, probably not. Olivia went home. Yay, that's great news. Great news. A little New Year's Eve, bring in the new year. I hope you're all doing really well. It's a very testing time for you all. So, yeah, I just want to see if Bullhorn does take credit or not. There was another live that she did, I think, where she actually was outside his house. Now, that could be interesting. And then there was another one as well. She's been busy, but I just want to sort of see her reaction when the news breaks and if this misunderstood empath of the YouTube world took credit or not. There's only so much of her I can handle too, so this won't be a long live. I'm just literally waiting for the tide to go out a bit so I can go down for a swim. It's not great when it's high tide. It's way more fun when it goes back out. And there's a little bit of a swell forming, which usually happens this time of the day. So boogie board is going to be taken with me. I'm going to put her on 1.25. Speed her up a little. But you can see in her chat, Janet Hill, Josh Hall, breaking news, there's been an arrest. Janet Hill, Bryan Kohberger arrested and being help on murder charges, has no bond. Not sure what that meant, but everyone else is still talking about cleaning products and stuff in the chat. But the news broke. So, yeah, might do a little reaction. Jen Lou, I don't know if you want to join me for this. Do you follow Bullhorn Betty? I mean, I'm not subscribed to her, but I'm very aware of her antics. Put it on mute. Well, I want to hear her squeal like a pig when she finally reads her chat. But if you wanted to jump up for a bit of a giggle, you're more than welcome to. It's not going to be a long live either. We'll just see when the news breaks if she takes credit, because I was told she did, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Not surprising, of course. I finally put a name to a face and watched a bit of BHB today. Saw a friend of mine in her chat that I'm surprised watches her. Are you unfriending that friend? I thought it would be a bit late for you. You watch Groover. I'll try and make it entertaining. So, yeah, there's BHB with her new bleach blonde fullet, the female mullet, blowing in the very brisk breeze. Actually, if I get rid of me, you'll have a better chance of reading the chat. Let's just see. Keep an eye on chat, because I'm expecting they're all going to go into a bit of a frenzy. She's a misunderstood empath. Now I can't remember the name of the person who gave me that name, but it was brilliant. And I was keen to cover them. We've all been so busy, 'tis the season to be jolly. We've got New Year's Eve happening in Australia in just under 8 hours. And, it's a busy time of the year. But in the new year, expect some more scrutiny when it comes to the misunderstood empaths, a.k.a. heels on the ground. Not the reputable charity that does amazing stuff. These lunatics. Let's go. Hit it, Karen. Has she got us all muted? Wait, where's the audio?
I had an opportunity. Captain Lanier was out here, so I just walked up to him.
Holy shit, that just gave me the fright of my life. I'm not sure about the boule. Was she going a bit MGL, do you think? What do you think? Anyway, let's have a look.
And I just told him thank you for all their hard work, and he let me know that it's not over yet. And I said, yeah. I said, for you guys, I'm sure it's just beginning. And I just wanted to tell him thank you for your hard work, thank you for your dedication to this case. We have an arrest. This is an amazing thing. Now the real work begins. Now it's time to make sure that.
Wait, so she does know about the arrest. Damn, I was hoping she was going to be crapping on for ages with everyone in her chat saying there's been an arrest. Xana Men, hello, love your name. BHB is a creep. She's a creep. She sure is. Unsure if NC. Oh, yeah, Shockeroony, that one. Yeah, good old NC. Betty does Nostradamus. Oh, my God, I was about to say that. I was about to say she channeling Dog the Bounty Hunter. It wasn't me in that chat. I think a lot of people might be thinking that. I mean, come on. I mean, a bleach blonde mullet fullet. Yeah. I know it's gold, right? Okay. So she found out pretty quickly. All right, let's see if I might have to slow her down, because I struggle with her, but the chipmunk isn't helping me. All right, let's go.
This person, this suspect, this person that's now in custody, is held accountable and has a full trial and a conviction. That's what's important here. The conviction.
I'm gonna have fun just when I choose to stop her. That's her upside down smile face. Nothing like speaking the obvious, stating the obvious, I mean, I do think this guy is going to take it to trial. I don't think he's going to plead guilty because, the whole, that criminology questionnaire and everything else, I think he wants the full thing. I don't think it was just about the crime. I think it's the aftermath, everything. Absolute weirdo. Hey, Kanga Blue. Good to see you. But yeah, give me points. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, if I freeze frame, if I stop her on a face like the upside down smile or something equally as hilarious, that's when, if you haven't given me a thumbs up, you have to, for my brilliant pausing timing. But yeah, she's stating the obvious at the moment to all of us. That where would we be without her and her wisdom?
So great job to the police department. They have somebody in mind. I know at
no, they have someone arrested. Don't get too close. We can see your roots.
Points. I've always thought that law enforcement. You guys know how I deal with it when I think law enforcement just doesn't know what they're doing. I'm sure the family is in a lot of pain, but I'm sure that this revelation is finally something they can start healing. They'll never.
Finally, any person on YouTube that you encounter in your travels who says, finally, someone's been arrested, finally, they've got someone. If anyone uses the word finally, unless I say finally, Bullhorn Betty's making sense, which is unlikely, but just sigh, because seriously, 47 days is an epic achievement. And the media, the mainstream media in America kept feeding these people too, saying it's taking so long, it's going to go cold. It was very irresponsible reporting. But yeah, the word finally, it's popping up in so many articles, so many even headlines articles. Finally, an arrest. It was 47 days. You say finally an arrest for Delphi, not for this case. To me, she looks like John Denver in Jackie O's sunglasses and a bottle job. Not John Denver. That's one of my favourite songs that I sing, Sunny. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Yeah, I know. Wake the truck up. She's a genius. Announces the arrest, and then, yeah, they have someone in mind. She's going for the blowfly look. Look, I'm not glamorous. I mean, I'm sitting here in my bathers in a caftan heading to the beach shortly. I don't want to be too harsh on the looks and everything, but it doesn't hurt with this one. But the reality is we could completely ignore the looks and still have plenty to laugh at. Hey, Joey, I'm back. Can't wait to see her excuse of why she was not in the press conference. Maybe she forgot her press pass, possibly. Or they saw it and went, you can't get in with a press pass you cut out of the back of a cornflakes box, lady. Nothing against John Denver, but I'm sure it's the look you mean. It was she was going for. All right. Everyone is giving a lot of information out in the chat too. Wouldn't hurt her just to read that instead of standing there stating the obvious. Of course we want a fucking conviction, you idiot.
Forget, they'll never have full closure in their life. They'll never really have full justice. Their loved ones are gone, and but
see, misunderstood empath. Oh, is that the start of a head job face?
Hopefully this person is held accountable in the brutality of this. I hope he has to pay for his life. I don't even know if this state is a capital state or not, but
wait, what? I'm in Tasmania, Australia, and I know that they have the death penalty in Idaho. And I knew that long before the discussions that we had briefly in my chat this morning about it. She's the big investigator, right? She filmed them removing the cars. She was on the spot. All the media's seeing her going, fuck everyone. Betty Blowfly, I love it. She didn't research the death penalty in Idaho. I did. In Tasmania, Australia, a gazillion miles away from you. I don't know about that angled part and that sort of quaff, the queef. She might be queefing right now. Look, let's get on with it. people in the chat, they're so pumped.
But you guys know my stance. Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Snowy1352, you can go home now. She definitely won't read that comment out.
I've always believed that and always will. That's the way I was raised.
Hey, beautiful Emily. Almost New Year's.
All right, guys. I think we're about to go on a field trip. So stay with us.
Okay, where
Stay
are we
with
going?
us. We're going on a field trip.
Still waiting for her to take credit.
Field trip. Field trip.
Mind you, there are other media there filming the cleanup, but I'll speed this bit up.
You guys like that? Look at that. You guys get the whole view.
See how close everything is
Where
together,
else do you get
too?
something like this, huh?
So close. Oh, sorry, guys. I've covered up the bleach and stuff. A cow slick. Yeah, Moscow. That's another thing. I mean, look, it's obvious that in America, in the untied states of America, a lot of people pronounce Moscow in Russia Moscow because they're pronouncing it literally like it's spelled. But Russians pronounce it Moscow. Moscow, la-di-di-di-di-di-do. But with this story, when it broke, a lot of them were stuck in that Moscow thing. But gradually people have gone, oh, it's Moscow. Okay, got it. Not this one.
All right, guys, you guys are going to have to just give me just a minute because I got to unhook all this stuff.
You didn't get a notification
We'll be out of here.
But you're here. And hi, Bristol, too. Cow slip.
Is everybody going up to the police department? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Lowell's cow?
Well, I don't know where everybody's going. I'm
Yeah.
not going that way.
Yeah.
I hope she slips on the
Gotcha.
phone.
Gotcha.
Look at her chatting to the media like they're her buddies.
Are you local?
LA.
Oh, wow. Long way. Well, actually, you guys are closer than we are. We're from Florida. Usually when we see.
Oh, my God, there's a Jenny Lou in the chat, but it's Jenny L-O-U. She got a Jenny Lou. There's Tonya GJ, press conference confirmed time today at 4 p.m. EST. She hasn't read that either.
See LA people, I could say you guys are from a long way away.
Well, yeah, no, we're the network. So we're like, I'm just
Gotcha.
LA.
Well, she has missed a few laughs, Miss Kay. Some of them have been yours. Blowfly Betty, for starters.
Right.
Yeah, you haven't missed a lot. 16 minutes.
Who are you with?
What YouTube channel? Bullhorn Betty.
Bullhorn Betty. She really needs to rethink her name. She wants to be taken as a serious journalist. Hang on, let me speed up the rummaging. Jesus, she rummages. She rummages. Where are we going? I want to know where we're going on the road trip.
And just to let you guys know, sorry, that's down there. Olivia will be back. We're going to take a spin. I'm not sure where we're going yet, but.
So weird looking at snow when I'm about to go for a swim.
All right. Going on a field trip. On a field trip.
You want to what?
Right, guys, I'm going to put you guys. Oh, here, let me see what settings. Camera.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to have to turn you guys upside down. There we go. Get you guys
Great, we're going for a drive, kiddos.
First 5
Oh, wait,
HSBC
we get
foreign
ads.
currency conversions
We get
free.
ads.
Score more when you exchange.
I'm going to have to adjust my magnet. Give me a second, guys. Sorry.
Oh, there's the bean.
My hands are so they're so cold.
Yeah, there's
coming off.
snow.
I'm just gonna break the freaking window to get my magnet off. All right, well, we're just gonna have to make do.
Got to slow the rambling down.
Oh shoot!
Where are the keys, Bullhorn?
Shoot! There we go. Sorry, guys. I hit a button and you guys went somewhere. There we go.
I'm getting.
Okay. Probably the best I'm gonna be able to get you guys. There we go.
Fly Betty and Barnacles of Olivia. Yeah, she's definitely channeling Dog the Bounty Hunter. I want to hear her take credit for this, though. Who told me she took credit? Will you tell them the truth? But it'd be fun to go for a spin on that snowy road with her. Hopefully we'll do a few burnouts, a couple of fishtails. God, there's a lot of faffing around. Come on, Bullhorn. You promised us a road trip. Let's go.
All right, guys, we're just waiting for Olivia, and we're going to be on the road. So just sit tight. We got some snow on. There's been lots of snow, falling. So
let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Get the snow off your windscreen while you wait for Olivia, you dipshit. Where's Olivia gone? Where's Barnacles of Olivia?
all right.
Why isn't her chat moving now?
I am sure. I've got to be honest with you. Hold on, but I'll turn you guys around until Olivia gets here, and then we'll
cool.
take the
I
drive.
missed her face.
But I have to think at this point that the Goncalves family and the Mogen, Kernodle, and Chapin family are probably having a sigh of relief. I have to feel confident that law enforcement themselves have to be feeling just proud of their department, proud of the FBI, proud of the state police. This is literally short of amazing find. Were there more people involved? And see, Barbara was here. Like when I looked at that other guy, I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see this guy being cray. Then we see a new name comes up. We read it. I don't know that. I don't understand the charges that they're charging this burger guy, whatever his name is.
Burger guy? Who the fuck is Burger guy? Anyone? Oh, was it in an earlier live? But no, because this was the live where the news broke. Blubbering Betty. Wait, what? Crafton and Kim got taken down? Really? Didn't know that. Yeah, this is the live where the news broke. Isn't that? Let me just double check. Hang on. No, well, I'm in the live waiting for the cleaning crew to arrive. That was the first one she did today, 10 hours ago. Then there's live in from Bryan Kohberger's apartment. And then there's also a little sort of like short type thing that she did 7 hours ago that goes for 8.5 minutes. And I've actually watched that because I'm a sucker for stuff. Hey, I'm sorry, Maria. I read your comment but didn't acknowledge you. Hello, gorgeous. Ah, the burger guy. Okay. Kohberger. Hey, what about this too? I did a post on my community post just because I follow patterns like numbers. I count steps when I walk and patterns. But yeah, Bryan Christopher Kohberger. And I was like, wasn't Brian Laundrie Bryan Christopher? Yeah, he was. So I've listed some murderers called Brian and also some called Christopher. Apologies to anyone in chat if you've got a Brian or a Christopher. I'm sure they're lovely, but it was just a pattern. Yeah, hopefully they will be back very soon. That's terrible, cement cheese. That's not good at all. I thought she was a journalist. Shouldn't she know the information that she's spewing? Oh, look, we'll just call him the burger guy. Fuck me dead. Oh, yeah, there's a few clips. I mean, I've got a very short attention span when it comes to this woman. We'll see how we go. We're just waiting for Barnacles of Olivia to get in the car so we can hit the road.
I've got it. Oh, here's my phone. Let me tell you. Brian. Oh, crap. I didn't even realize I'm recording on the other phone. Look at that.
Oh, Betty, you
Hello,
crazy
people.
kid.
Hello. I turn this recording off. It's been recording for 11 minutes. Good God knows what this thing was recording.
It was recording fuck all. We've literally just watched 11 minutes of fuck all. That's what you just recorded. Ha ha ha! Look at her. She's having the time of her life.
Oops. Okay, here. Oh, wow. We're getting some new. Thank you guys. Okay, so here we go. Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. 25-year-old man was arrested Friday in the Poconos in connection with the murder of the four.
The Poconos. Just think Kokomo. Guess what I did this morning? I worked out how you pronounce Pocono. We're down in Pocono.
University of Idaho students. Law enforcement source tells ABC News. Action News has confirmed the man's name as Bryan Kohberger. Sources say
No, we're going with Francesca, the Hamburglar. The burger guy. What was the wrong name? Who she named J.E.? I don't even know if I know who's J.E.? You guys are mysterious. She can't say Pocono, no. I'm surprised she didn't say Pokemon, actually. About 2 hours from you. Looks beautiful from some of the aerial shots. Yeah, no, I also posted on my community page, Elton John's sorry seems to be the hardest word. Hoping I might encourage some apologies, but no, it is the hardest word. Don't think we're going to hear many. I've only heard of one YouTuber who offered an apology for honing in on one of the jacks a little bit too violently. You're reading the highlighted comment. Oh, hang on. I have been. There was one on there for ages. Well, it's the same one.
authorities knew who they were looking for and had track code.
I wonder if it's connected to Hannah, the poor girl who lost her life. Yeah, it looks beautiful, Scout. He hangs out with the hoodie guy and the truck guy and the bar guy. Yeah, the hoodie guy, the truck guy and the bar guy and the hamburger guy walked into a bar. Oh, joke on, Groover. You're part of the Appalachians. Stunning. Yeah, it isn't hard if it isn't authentic. If it's authentic. No, sorry, isn't hard if it's authentic. Absolutely not. Yeah, they went there in the red car from the Watts case, for sure. Now I've got the Wiggles' big red car playing, but that's sort of fitting too. All right, let's get me off the screen. Let's go back to Bullshit Betty.
Kohberger down to Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania.
Pocono. Fuck it. I mean, I'm Aussie. Again, gazillions of miles away. Pocono. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. America's a big place, and there's a lot of towns and stuff. And, you know, I mean, I cover cases in Australia, and they've been towns that I've never heard of, and the pronunciations of them are mainly like Indigenous names, and some of them are bloody hard to get right. But usually Americans, like with Moscow, are so literal, and she's a Moscow girl. She says Moscow, even though everyone else says Moscow, especially the people who live in Moscow, Idaho, and Moscow, Russia. So literally, you think she'd just look at it and go, Pocono. Wouldn't you?
Pennsylvania. SWAT team entered the location Kohberger was staying and took him into custody. Sources say the Moscow Police Department in Idaho will be holding a news press conference Friday afternoon to announce the developments in the investigation. And as I told you, I had an opportunity to speak with Captain Lanier directly. I thanked him for his service. He told me in that conversation that their work is not over. Their work is not over. The hard work is just beginning. They have to build this case and put this. He didn't say this. I'm subphrasing now. He just said the work is not over.
You're totally subphrasing this. And you're talking now like the things that he was telling you that you've also just said he didn't tell you post-arrest stuff. And you've literally just found out about it. I reckon she went up to him and said, thank you for your service. And he said, you're welcome. And she said, you're doing a good job. And he said, the work is just beginning. And that was their conversation. And he quickly ran away and hid behind a tree. Like he told you to fuck off. Who is this woman? This is Bullhorn Betty, or Blowfly Betty, or Delusions of Bullhorns. Call her whatever. That's what I call her. Call her whatever you want. A misunderstood empath of YouTube kangaroo. But in my chat earlier, the live I did this morning when we talked about the arrest, there was mention of her taking credit. And I was in my gardening, doing my garden. I was in my garden doing my gardening, and I was waiting. I'm still waiting for the tide to go back out a little bit. And I thought, let's see if we can find it. But I will be heading off for my swim very soon. So besides, there's only so much of this woman we can tolerate.
And I said, it's just beginning. And it is, because
Oh, she said it's just beginning too. You did not, you liar.
now they have to build the case. What?
I have to record something. It'll take me time.
Okay. Because we have to, they have to now build the case and make sure that this guy is convicted of this crime. So this case is
Actually, what they've been doing for the last 47 days is build the case so they could charge him. Yes, they've got a lot of work to do to get it all put together. But this is what irritates me about her. She acts like she's an authority on everything, and she gets so much stuff wrong. And she lies. There's no way she had that conversation. No way at all. I know we could, Bristol. She does get all the scoops. She does. She's everything, Emily. She's everything. Except rational and just, I don't know, reasonable. Not skills of hers at all.
just now beginning. A lot of people think when they make the arrest, the case is over, that now all they have to do is go to court. That's not the case. When these cases, when the person is arrested, the real work begins, because now you got to make this conviction stick. So they've still got an uphill battle. Were there more people involved? Were there not? We got some more information. God bless you guys. You guys do some amazing work for me. I am in awe.
They do all the work for you, because when you're just ad-libbing like you are now and you haven't done your research about whether or not there's a death penalty in Idaho or how to pronounce place names, your researchers might want to help you out with all of that stuff too. But yeah, when you're just flapping your mouth, your pie hole, it's all nonsensical. But when you read the comments and you have got people in there giving information, that's when you sound intelligent, because you're actually reading someone else's words. Someone's even pronounced in there how to pronounce. Oh, they've put Poconos. Wait a minute. Where's Scout? Is it Pocono? Because I did actually do my research earlier. But someone in her chat says it's Poconos. Crikey.
About the level of work and dedication that my chat, my mods, my everything come into. So, man arrested in Poconos in connection with the murder of the Idaho 4. This guy looks normal. That guy looks normal. There he is. That is the murderer of the Idaho 4. Now, did he act?
Allegedly, Betty, as a former paralegal, you're going to make comments like that, you need to put allegedly in front. Innocent until proven guilty. You dipshit.
Alone? I don't know. I don't know if he acted alone or not. Somebody said, I wonder if it's in connection. Oh, it just went off. Wonder if it's in connection with Hannah. I don't know. I don't know. I looked at the charges. I looked up this statute 42 section 9134, and it's related to a arrest prior to requisition. And I'm not sure what that means. I'm assuming that prior to requisition means they're just arresting him on suspicion of the murder. They haven't actually made the arrest for the murder. I could be incorrect about that, but that's just, just what I'm thinking. I've never heard a charge like that before, so I'm just speculating here on what that truly means. We have
Probably best you don't, because I don't know what it means. I know that he's... Oh, the extradition stuff's interesting too. He could voluntarily just go, yep, no worries, extradite me. Or he could say, no, I'm staying here in Pennsylvania. And then they have to go through an official extradition process. Also, there's an affidavit out, and a lot of YouTubers were expecting it to be detailing the crimes, but it's the affidavit regarding the extradition proceedings, not the murder proceedings as well. Comments about the busted nose are happening all over the place, and saying, oh, someone, one of the victims broke his nose. No, there's actually photos prior from a long time ago. He's had a wonky nose for a very long time. Just thought I'd mention that too. Someone said, wow, clean cut. Well, it kind of looks like a photo for, LinkedIn or something. I mean, he's probably going to tidy himself up to look reputable. Poconos. Yep, Poconos. Way down in Pocono or up. She must be the greatest news anchor person to her subscribers. Yeah, she talks to them all like they're idiots. Oh, please don't mention his name in my chat. Ugh. Gag. It's okay. I mean, I'm not telling you off for mentioning him, but yeah, that boy is nasty.
Have over 1.3.
And I know way too much about that boy. Things that I'll never share on this channel. Someone in my chat might know some of it. Trust me. Yuck.
3 people in the chat room right now. If you guys have not signed up or liked this video, please do so. We're breaking information as we speak right now, and we're going to continue to do that.
We're breaking information. Your chat broke it, and you were faffing around with your fullet blowing in the snowy breeze, completely oblivious. You weren't reading your chat. But now look at it. We're breaking the news. Betty, give your subs credit, man. I was dithering outside, filming the cleaning, people arriving, absolutely clueless with my fullet blowing in the wind, and my subscribers were telling me repeatedly that someone had been arrested, and it took me a lot longer to realize that. She's actually, I think, well, I know she has. There's some weird random editing going on in this video too. She's gone back and cut a few things out for sure. Faux show.
Give me just a second. I'm having some technical issues here.
Although, wait a minute, we wouldn't have a chat. It's just weird. Like maybe it's just bad reception on her phone or something, but it cut before and it looked like it had been edited out.
So just work with me. Give me a second.
She's frozen in time. I want to draw a bit of...
Sorry, guys. I'm having some major issues here.
Just now you're having major issues? You've had them for a long
Lord have
time.
mercy. What is wrong with my damn phone?
I want to put some dribble hanging out of that mouth. Just draw a little dribble line just there.
Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. Bear with me.
We're bearing with you. No, it's okay, Emily.
Dad, burn it.
What was that? Dog the bounty hunter.
What the hell?
Whoa, Betty's...
Sorry, guys. This is really frustrating me. I'm so sorry. Just bear with me. I'm having technical issues.
She's back.
Lord have mercy. Another will be arrested with the initials DCE in Utah. Andre just said another will be arrested in DCE with initials DCE in Utah. Interesting. Hold on here. Let me see what we got going on here. They got him through his DNA and from trash at his parents' house. They also had a lot of video footage of his car. Do we know if he was the white Elantra? I wonder if he's the one with. If that's why it was so apparent that they found this white Elantra. But you know,
They did, and they towed it from the parents' house. You can listen to me roasting her all day. Thank you, Marie. I need to do this more often. Actually, I'm only in one Facebook group regarding this case, and there was a girl in there. This is quite interesting. Who lives in Pennsylvania, and she was actually driving along behind an Elantra that had Washington plates. And she called the cops about it, but she pulled over. Oh, no, she was tailing him to get close to see the plates and everything. And then somehow, I don't know what happened, whether she pulled over or whatever, but he ended up behind her and tailing her for like 15 minutes. But everyone in the group was like, have you told the police? And she's like, that's the first thing I did. I'm just letting you guys know. So good on her, somebody who was actually sleuthing and reporting information to the police. It was probably very relevant. But yeah, a bit creepy that she slowed down or somehow the car got behind her and then tailed her for about 15 minutes. Ugh.
you know what? I got to say, I kept trying to think, who would do this? Is this associated with a fight that they had at one of the fraternity parties? I said that this is probably going to be over some stupid, petty, nonsensical bull crap. And I just don't understand. Hannah Claire, as they're saying, what is DC? I don't know if this had it.
I still think this is someone who's just really fucked up. There might have been a minor issue, but that tipped him over the edge. But I feel like it was very planned, strategic. The guy's got quite the creepy background, like when you first look at people and you go, God, there was nothing about them that made alarm bells go off. This guy has plenty. Just the information that's coming out about him. Yeah, here comes the speculation. It's kind of pointless at this point. Really, if you're breaking the story, then break the story. But you didn't. Your chat told you when the story broke, and you didn't read your chat for quite a while.
Anything to do with that? No clue if the Elantra was his yet or not. Okay, we're going to be getting a lot of information from the Idaho, Moscow Police Department in the upcoming press conference. The problem here is
wrong. We didn't. I mean, we did get some, and we got the amount that you would expect, but it is an ongoing investigation. They do want the charges and to stick and hopefully get a conviction. But there are people complaining about how there wasn't, but she's sitting there with confidence. They're going to give us a lot of information. No, they gave us an adequate amount. There was some really good questions at the end. But for the most part, they were pretty tactful and didn't give out lots of information. Your prediction was wrong. Why wasn't she there? When we were watching the press conference, I was like, oh my God, I'll absolutely die if we suddenly hear Bullhorn Betty from the Bullhorn Betty Chronicle. Oh, yeah. Does have dead eyes for sure. I agree. Bad juju.
is that we're going to be dealing with oh Lord, we're going to be dealing with the fact that we're traveling to Coeur d'Alene today. We're here.
That's right. They went to, they were going to Maddie and Kaylee's celebration of life. Ugh. What? Ugh. I have such an issue with that. Even if it's open to the public, like, I have such an issue with these people, these YouTubers rocking up to these memorials, not to just be silent and respect the victims and their family and friends, but to do an on-the-spot reporting of it out the front and then not straight after, like that's where that Gore Crow nickname that Cement Shoes gave them is very appropriate. When my dad had his state funeral, we were asked if we needed a list of people to be kicked out because it was a public event, and we had some names on the list. And that's really all we need to know at the moment. Again, we don't need to know more. It's just bloody awesome that they got this guy, and we're going to head into 2023, and hopefully all of these nasty pasties on YouTube who've been absolutely slamming, slandering, defaming all of these innocent college kids will now seriously shut the fuck up. Hey, Green Eyes, we're all very well. We've got reasons to celebrate. The arrest is obviously a great reason to celebrate. And we're heading into a new year as well. But as for this twerp, let's keep roasting because someone in my chat's enjoying it.
For the victims, we're here for the victims' families. Yes, we do tell these stories. We do report these stories. And sometimes we, depending on how the cases work, we provide pressure campaigns and things of that nature.
Pressure campaigns! You're interfering with the course of justice with your pressure campaigns. Let me give an example. Quentin Simon. Down they went, outside his house. 2 different YouTubers spoke to the babysitter who could have been a key witness and probably still is maybe for the prosecution, gave inconsistent stories. I'm the defense lawyer for Leilani Simon. Rock up to court. Your Honor, let's talk about striking some witnesses. Firstly, the babysitter gave 2 completely inconsistent statements to YouTube channels. We'll play the video shortly. On that basis, she is an unreliable witness. I move to strike. Their pressure campaigns are such, harassing people. That's all it is. But this where she takes credit? Because, the pressure campaign, because she was there when the cars got towed and she was there when the cleaning people arrived. She's been doing the reporting of this case, and they are the 2 things she's reported on. Where would we be without her?
We never came out here with that in mind because I thought Bosco Police Department, with every police department that I've had an opportunity to watch and monitor and deal with when we're reporting these cases, do not clear.
Watch and monitor. Well, we know what you did to the police department with Quentin Simon's case too. It's not your job to watch and monitor. Delusions of a Bullhorn.
People immediately, and I kept saying that I thought that was odd and why were they doing that, and I even alleged that it was potential because the reason why they were coming out and clearing these people was 1, they didn't deserve to be harassed, and 2, they knew exactly who they were looking for. And it sounds like today that statement that I made back then was an accurate theory and speculative based upon the facts that we were given. So this idea that we shouldn't speculate and we can't theorize and everything like that, look at that. I speculated and theorized, and there was a lot of things that I speculated and theorized that are now are now reality.
Wow. Good on you. You're the only person who's been following this case. Bloody hell. Yeah, good lawyering. I know. You're impressed, man. It's already been and done, and I think there's a live of her going there too. Sadly, wake the truck up, America. Yep. Obstruction of justice. Deluded. And all of the people in her chat. What's the person with the million question marks saying? Betty, did you get my emails last night? Amber's liquid courage. You might be waiting a while. Susiana says, can you be at the presser at 1? Lots of information being put in her chat about Bryan Kohberger. And she's just sitting there saying, wow, my speculation. It was obvious they were trying to keep people away from harassing and harming and the reputation of and potentially destroying the lives of these young people. And yeah, they probably had a lot of information from the start. I mean, I kept going back to the word sloppy this morning when we were looking at the arrest information and also the media conference. Sloppy to me suggests that word was very strategically dropped in there because to me it indicates he was sloppy enough they had a pretty good idea who it was. They had to find him though. He gone. But yeah, this woman just taking credit for stuff that anyone with half a brain who was listening to the facts and discussing them, it was pretty obvious why they mentioned a lot of people at the start. And then what happened? Everyone ignored that and just went to town on them.
And we're going to be finding out. I tried telling you guys, we do have a pretty damn good batting average, whether our haters want to acknowledge that or not. That's why we have.
I'm not acknowledging your batting average. What's good about it? What have you actually done? What case have you solved? What innocent person have you protected? What's your batting average? You haven't been arrested every time you've been screaming at someone's house through a bullhorn? There's been arrests. Dolly, anybody? What's their batting average? What have they done? Except upset people a lot.
So many haters. They can't believe that.
By the way, I'm not a hater. The only thing I hate is the word hate. I just think you are deluded.
That layman people that have editing skills and a legal background can come out here and use their common sense and say, hey, let's talk turkey. And we do it.
I'm a lawyer. Can I go out there and talk turkey with you, bully? Bully. Bullhorn Betty, bully. Bully Betty. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Sorry, what did you say? I'm talking turkey. Oh, I'm not fluent in turkey. I do know a little bit of pigeon, though.
Because we can use our brains. We're not worried about PC.
I don't know if I can use my brain with you. My brain cells are literally dying listening to you. How long have I been watching her? 50 minutes. There's not much more I can deal with this. I need to swim and get this off my body and out of my hair, which isn't a bleach blonde foulée. It's ratty beach hair right now.
Garbage. We're not worried about anything. If we think it, we speak it. We're not tied to producers and attorneys and things of that nature. Or the lady next to me from the mainstream media is like, oh yeah, there was a 20-something arrested. They haven't come out. Police have not named him yet. So, right now we just haven't. I'm like, okay, well, here's 2 names.
Oh, you wacky lady. You are going to have lawyers to deal with soon. Look at that photo. She's like, oh, I just did a queef live on YouTube.
We have Jason Elkins, and now we have this what was his name? Bryan Kohberger, and here we are, YouTubers, releasing this, and you got this lady next to me from a news organization that can't even say the guy's name. That's the kind of garbage we're sick of with mainstream media.
Oh my God, really? That's the garbage you're sick of? In Australia, we don't get the names ever. We have privacy laws. And you know what? It doesn't kill us. It's actually good because it stops all of these irresponsible people on social media going after them. The name was put out pretty quickly, bully. A bully. I keep calling him a bully. Blowfly Betty. I'll try and get that stuck in my head.
Nothing to her. I mean, she's a great, she's a great reporter. She's nice. She works, but that's the difference. It's the difference. And, I don't get it. But if we think that there's a suspect, we're going to say what's what. JLR was just live with info Brian wrote.
Yeah, on his Reddit page, this guy's a psycho. He literally made a survey for recent criminals to discuss why they did what they did and the
Was that fire and brimstone that just came out of Betty's mouth? Yeah, and she did. She just named the other guy. Yep. I'm going to follow that lawsuit, the TikTok one. Oh, yes. Yeah, she did screw up his name. And then she was calling him the burger guy. Yep, named 2 suspects. This is the thing. My original title for my live this morning didn't have his name in it. But, I live in Australia, and that's just the way we are with privacy laws and stuff. But as soon as I found it was all verified by Moscow PD, I put it in there once it was publicly out there. What's the problem with the brain? I think you really shouldn't speak it. Don't speak your brain, Bullhorn. Just don't speak your brain. But yeah, is she vaping, or was that fire and brimstone coming out of her nostrils just before?
feelings and emotions that went into it. Psycho.
Wow. So this guy had some deep. I guarantee. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if my revelation of him coming here a couple times before he did this. I wonder what led up to this.
What do you mean your revelation? Whoa. What's in her vape? Scotch? Overproof scotch? What do you mean you said he went there a couple of times? What do you mean your revelation? What is this woman on? Delusions of a born. This is crazy. She's out of control, man. And I thought we were going on a fucking road trip. Like, can we drive somewhere? I want to see her do a burnout on the snow. You make 2 green eyes. Seriously, I've got 5 minutes maybe left in me. I don't know. I'm having fun. But should I stay or should I go? That's the big question.
And damn, no matter what it is, I guarantee these kids didn't deserve it. When we hear about it, we're like, really? We're going to find out. It's going to be almost like anger and frustration that we're going to get.
This is the thing that annoys me about. I have to keep stopping. The kids never did. No murder victim deserves it. You silly woman. This is what bugs me. She pitches this stuff and all of her subs are going, thank you for all you do. Stay safe. You're amazing. You're so good at covering these stories. And all she does is state the obvious. And she speaks to her subs like they're all missing brain cells. And they are now because they've been listening to her for too long. I've lost brain cells listening to her. Many. I fear that I'm going to get to my last brain cell. I'm going to wake up for some reason one morning and she's just done something idiotic and Heels in the Air's done a short about it and I'm going to click it on from my morning laugh and that last brain cell, boom, and that's it. Game over. Game over. Poor Miss Pottymouth on the screen forever too. I wonder if it's connected to Hannah. Pretty unlikely.
That, when we find out that a woman was shot to death because she wouldn't give up her purse and there was only $2 in her purse, that we're going to find out something like this, that this guy killed all these people over words or, him having problems at school or him getting in trouble or getting written up and not having the perfect record or something so stupid.
Actually, I think it's kind of fascinating because I think he's really badly, way off kilter and weirdly wired, and this was all very planned, and the arrest is part of it, and the trial and everything else. Yeah, I think this guy is sick, and it's actually, the whole case itself is just so fascinating because things like this just don't happen, thank God, very often. But, I think if anything, this is, and unfortunately, I feel like we're all already caught up in the web that he has set for it too. you know, he's counting on spectators, but as if you're not going to not keep following this one. Like, it's truly one of the most obscenely horrific yet fascinating cases of my lifetime, of our lifetimes, you know. I mean, even if it's true that he said to them when they arrested him, has anyone else been arrested, with this really blank stare on his face? Creepy. But, you know, is that a red herring? Or is he inferring more people are involved? I've never felt there were more people involved. I think you plot a murder with somebody else, you're relying on that somebody else to carry out your plan to a T, and that's a risky thing because things can go terribly wrong if you haven't got someone by your side who's on the same page as you in every respect. There's also a photo of him which is very, you know, pedestrian. I don't know if I can play that song. If I can find a royalty version, free version, I will. I'm not getting this baby channel struck. Carry on, this is fun. Well, I do have to start getting ready shortly anyway for my New Year's Eve stuff. My my party commences soon, and I need to wash my hair and eat dinner and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, there'll be more. I can come back. I can come back later on because it's not actually going to be. It's weird. I probably won't see in midnight with my friends. I won't go into reasons why, but yeah. So I could be live later on, or maybe in the morning. It's not like this woman's going to stop giving us material. And she claimed being the first to discover a fishtail and name it. Oh, if we do wheelies down the street. Yeah, there's a lot of sleuthing going on in the Facebook community. I mean, that he was a participant in there too. Which, you know, plenty of criminals have done that before. Wouldn't be surprised. Like, I do think he's been enjoying all of this. The guy is absolutely weird, freaky, scary as fuck. Look at it as saving her 15 plus views. Taking one for the team. We are. Keep roasting. Yeah, well, I'm going to roast for 10 more minutes because it's New Year's Eve, guys. I've got places to go and people to see. Yeah, look, I didn't even know the song Woolly Bully. It may not suit my music taste for starters. I will definitely suss it out. I'm making a note now. I'm making a list and checking it twice. But if it's something that I wouldn't be seeing dead playing on my channel, it's a no-go. And if I can find a royalty-free version of it as well. Sorry to be disappointing, but I've got a much better way to end this live. It's just the standard smooth criminal ending, but yeah, he definitely does. This is why I'm fascinated by him. And he's super intelligent too. Creepy as fuck. Thank God they've got him. There'll be part 2, 3, 4, you name it. You can't remember last time you saw a midnight on New Year's Eve? A classic rock song. I'll check it out. 60s rock and roll, old school. I will check it out. But I've got to stop being spontaneous on this channel because that was what caused the death of my big channel. Well, big for me. So yeah, I'm being really cautious, guys. But I will check it out and I'll be roasting her again. Don't you worry. I also see a certain YouTube channel said there were 4 arrests before the news conference. How the hell they come with that? Well, there's other people that have been arrested for other things around the same time whose names have been thrown out there, including by this lady. And I use the word lady loosely.
It just makes no damn sense to any of us as to why. And I'm curious as to what's going to end up happening. And I hope he burns in hell. Let me get Bullhorn Betty's opinion about this. I hope he burns in hell And I hope they do a public freaking hanging of this man if he's convicted.
Whoa there, Nelly. Whoa. No, I know you wouldn't, Greaves. Wow. A public hanging. I've enjoyed roasting Bullhorn Betty, but I'm actually speechless. Wow. I mean, if the guy is convicted, sure. Nobody wants him to lead a charmed life after what he did. But a public hanging? Wow. The only good thing about a public hanging is that this idiot would be out the front covering it. Oh, I haven't. I need to make a note of that too, because I have heard people speak of that, about the meet and greet. Oh, actually, no, I did see a little bit on, no, actually, I think that's what I was listening to the other day. Burnt Toast covered that, did she not? That was an entertaining live. Very similar crimes, which... Oh, yeah. I mean, he would have studied many killers. I mean, it's, yeah. My theory when we were driving over the causeway on my way to work one morning was it was reminding me of Danny Rolling and Ted Bundy. When someone told me, put a comment under that live where I was saying, is this some sort of, person that's like a copycat serial killer who had a bit of a horror movie addiction as well, been into the slasher type movies, and someone under my comments went, well, you're speculating. I was like, yeah, based on the facts I was. And that at what we knew about it, I never once thought it was some little 20-something, like baby 20, early 20s college kid. Ever, never. Speculating using facts and a tiny dash of common sense is perfectly fine on this channel. Wild speculation, ignoring the facts, that's what I've got a problem with. Going real life, doxing people, threatening them, rocking up to their houses, slandering all these kids that the cops have gone out of their way to say, no, don't consider them to be a suspect right now. I reckon they knew about this guy very early on, and I think the word sloppy is the key. He probably left something behind that helped them identify him. Then they just had to get the DNA evidence and work out where the hell he was. And I also said from the start, he's long gone. He's not there anymore. He got the hell out of Dodge. Not Dodge's Ferry where I live. No one ever wants to get the hell out of here.
We're sick of covering these damn cases.
Good. Then stop.
I can tell you, I was sitting out in front of this damn house when all those people were unloading those damn chemicals, and it was doing everything I can not to freaking cry. Not to cry.
Wow, poor Betty. What about the families of the victims and the friends? All these innocent kids who've had their lives scrutinized to the finest detail. You were crying because they were unloading cleaning chemicals. Some of it get in your eye? Was it ammonia?
Because how flippin' sad. 4 beautiful people taken off the face of this earth for what? Having to sit in a living room with family members and them crying and for what?
What I don't know.
For what?
What are you talking about?
It angers me. It angers me.
Everyone was angered by this. It's not just about you. Oh, actually, yeah,
it really does.
Burnt Toast did point that out many times in her live. It's always about Bullhorn Betty. Nobody else was affected as much as her. And yet she's also the same woman that stood outside Quentin Simon's house and screamed whore and every other delightful word through a bullhorn and all the houses surrounding and kids and so on had to listen to that. Where's it come to her head out of the shot? Yeah, it puts her address out there, you name it. Yeah, they've been following him, definitely. So, but, you know, they obviously would have got a lead of some description to narrow it down to where he was. And, yeah, then they were following him for 4 days. But I reckon the sloppy thing makes me think maybe there was some evidence left at the scene that helped them identify the guy. They just had no idea where he'd gone. But, you know, it'll all come out sooner or later. The truth just won't come out of this woman's mouth. Yeah, she's getting angry and emotional, and maybe a super chat's going to happen shortly. Let's see. Oh,
I want to freaking strap this dude up by his toenails.
Wow.
Toenails. And let him hang to dry. We're going to have to start digging into him. So our work is just beginning.
Your work. Look, so many people have already dug into him. They're hours ahead of you, lady. There were people that had dug into him and were putting all kinds of information out about him before the Moscow PD press conference. Yeah. She's got some work to do. You know what everyone else just calls it? Research, reading, looking some stuff up, Google machining. But not her. She's got some work to do.
I'm like nonstop on my phone.
Yeah, Olivia's just I don't have the time to go through here. I got to drive. She's going to be doing the investigative work. We're all here. Hey guys, I didn't even realize she was live over there. Nice to see you guys over there.
Also, and
here we
thank
go.
you to everyone who's been emailing me stuff, guys.
She got $10. She got 10. So glad for all the boots on the ground work you've all done.
This is important.
We need
Thank
all
you.
information
Facebook.
about.
So yeah, there goes the super chat. Right on cue, guys. Right on cue. Call me a cynic. She forgot her hormone pills. Please be patient. She has got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Her work she should be attending to is heading to the salon for some toner. I can't believe you even know about toner, cement shoes. You're such a mysterious, curious, interesting person. All right. 5 more minutes and I do got to go. I've got a party to get ready for.
His Instagram, his Twitter, his Reddit.
Besides, the ocean has... I've been to the beach already once today, so, you know, 2 swims is a bit gluttonous, but I do like the afternoon dip when the water's all warmed up and still got a nice, refreshing chill to it, but... Anywho, swim out of the way. Next up, feed him the floof and getting ready for a little party.
MySpace. I don't know.
I decided
whatever.
to wear my
And
new.
screenshot.
Oh
everything
my God! Thank God.
And send it to my email.
You're a beautiful soul, Heavens 57. I have to tell you, thank you so much for all you do. You know, this is a good day, guys. It's a good day, but it's a sad day.
Yeah, it's a good
and
sad day.
And you know it. I am sure that there is a sigh of relief.
Oh my gosh.
I know there's a sigh of relief for me. I can't even imagine the victims' families. They must be just elated, but sad and cry. I just can't, you know, and like even now I'm just struggling not to cry because it's hard, guys. This stuff is hard.
Don't drive, Betty. Don't drive if you're about to cry. Like, you know, to take a deep breath. It's nowhere near as hard for you as it is for every single person that knew and loved those kids. Too late, Betty. They've already deleted all of his accounts. Yep, me. And trust me, she doesn't get a lot of airtime on this channel. But I just thought it was a bit of fun to see if she did, in fact, take credit. And she kind of has in a weird way, in the weird BHB. What would we do without her way? It doesn't matter what live or video of hers you look at. They're all the same. She is milking it for the donos, and one of them rolled in, but I think she's wanting more than $10. All right.
And it's sad. It really is. And why are all these monsters being created? These are 20 somethings, guys. The last few cases that we've had that have been brutal like this, from the schools to the malls to this to that, they're 20 somethings.
What do you mean from the shootings, right? I thought she was going down the Brian Laundrie, Leilani Simon road, cases that she covered. But she's talking about shootings, right? Schools and shopping malls. Okay.
What is going on in our country where all of these 20 somethings are so flippin' angry? Take your damn kids out of schools.
What?
It's time for homeschooling. This ain't working. Whatever social experiment they've been doing to our children, it ain't working.
Wait, what? Huh? Okay. This guy's 28 for starters. It's been a long time since he was at school, and what's she talking about? Homeschooling. I don't know if that's a good idea. Because, just for you, for example, Betty, if you had kids and you homeschooled them, how would they have turned out? And I'll throw myself in the mix too, although I probably would have been a pretty good parent. But according to my parent friends who were all like, how come you didn't do this shit? And I was like, because I was intelligent. But that's another story. But yeah, I wouldn't have trusted myself to homeschool my children and turn them out into the world as, well-equipped individuals. I'm easily distracted. I would have said, come on, kids, let's go to the beach. Stuff studying. You're never going to use algebra. Let's go. Sits in a parked car, make false claims, then gets super chat, buys a $10 bottle of bleach, whack in the hair while holding a picture of Dog the Bounty Hunter. You guys have vivid imaginations. She's got serious anger issues. I mean, she's got a rap sheet that proves that too. If we want to talk about sad, talk about the people that were the victims of her, I guess.
I'm tired of it.
You are.
These families didn't deserve it. All right, hold on. Let me turn you guys around. We're going to start moving on with our day.
All right.
Oh,
there's
God, I'm
chat.
just so frustrated.
I'm talking.
Like, I'm
to
happy.
Steve
I'm
right
happy.
now,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that we
and
have
he's
somebody
just-
in custody. Thank God.
You sound really happy. So happy.
Right? We were wondering if this case was going cold.
Oh, there it is. Wondering if it was going cold again. Oh, I'm not driving. Oh, well, I'll be driving briefly, but yeah, everything's walking distance for me. But I do have to go to the next town to get our dinner. Oh, she's got a rap sheet, Cement Shoes. Jump onto Burnt Toast channel. You'll find it on there. Here's an idea, Betty. If nutcases weren't allowed to run around with guns, homeschooling wouldn't be necessary. Oh, don't start a gun debate. But yeah. All right, bit of driving action. Here we go. And yep, a $5 super chat with hippos coming up out of the water. Why not?
So it's nice to know that this case is not cold, that we've got a lot of work to do, and that
I can't believe she perpetuated the cold case thing. This is someone who claims she was a paralegal. She's actually claimed that paralegals are the people that win cases, not the lawyers. If it wasn't for paralegals, lawyers would never win cases. I've never had a paralegal, and I've won heaps of cases, you dipshit.
oh, well, let me go back to you. Sorry. So Heaven 57 said, hello, I decided to wear my No Justice, No Peace shirt today. And then I started hearing of the arrest.
See, look at the chat. Thank you, girls, for all the amazing work you do. What amazing work. What amazing work.
News. So glad for all of the boots on the ground work that you have done. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Heels on the ground. We have to promote our collaborative effort. You know, we love doing this type of work. You know, we were built.
But you've just lost your shit and said you're sick of it. It's exhausting. You want to hang people up by their toenails. Yeah, I'm scared to see it too. So let's go. Let's go. Toot toot. We're off, people.
Built for it. We've got the thick skin for it, and we love helping. And more important, we love helping the families.
Yes.
And that's why we're not even going to be attending the press conference. Everybody under the sun's going to be attending the press conference.
Here we go.
We want to be with the family. The family just needs love. They need support.
They're going to get it from the people who know and love them, and who knew and loved the kids, and who know and love all the kids that have been falsely accused. They don't need you there at all. Stay away.
They need a friendly face.
A friendly face? Oh my God. Who the fuck do you think these people are going to be surrounded with at the celebration of life for Maddie and Kaylee? Everyone who loved Maddie and Kaylee. I have to stop this shortly. I can't with her. She honestly thinks that her friendly face is what they need. My God. Delusions of grandeur. Constantly with this woman. The right thing to do by those families was to stay away and let all of the people who knew and loved the victims, and especially Maddie and Kaylee, spend time with them, around them, supporting them, loving them, grieving with them. The best thing you could do is stay away. It's not where you should be. God help me, if you approached any of the parents and took a minute of their time that they could have spent with somebody who actually knew their kids and loved them and are in pain as well and grieving as well. If one person didn't get to actually speak to them and wanted to because you cornered them, yuck. This live is not long for this world, Groovers. It's going to end very abruptly.
So here's the community, guys.
Wow, Betty, let's just take a moment. Like, holy sh!
And here's the
This is just.
All right, guys. We're just going to pull over for a second because Olivia is right. We've got to.
Wow.
Let's decompress.
This is actually happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But thank God, because I was getting really worried that this was just going to be another cold case.
Oh my God. Right. Okay. Be gone. You can watch the rest of it. It's all out there for you to enjoy. I hope they watch my cold case live. Someone put a comment under there that said, this didn't age well. And I went, actually, it did. Because I was talking about how it very much wasn't cold. And look what happened literally the next day. But thank you for the comment. I do appreciate comments, even weird ones. Barnacles of Olivia. Well, she doesn't have more brains because I was worried it was going to go cold. They're all experts on cold cases and none of them know what the fuck it means. Well, that was a fun little roast. I am going to go and wash my lady and get ready for some New Year's celebrations. Thank you all for hanging out. As always, it's great fun. And there will be more roastings in 2023. I want to wish everyone a happy new year, especially New Zealand. I think it turns into the new year for them before anyone else. Australia not far behind. In fact, in only 7 hours, we'll be in 2023. So have a great New Year's. Call a friend you haven't spoken to for a long time. FaceTime with them. It's lots of fun to do that. And thank you once again for all of your support. It's a great little community we have here. We have got quite a lot of new subscribers who are watching but not chatting yet. And I just want to say to you guys, We are all about lively discussion here. When we look at cases, we do look at the facts. There's no harm in speculating using the facts, but we're not a channel that ignores the facts. But most importantly, we don't ignore the victims. And we also don't create new ones, which is what pretty much has happened with this case. So many innocent kids whose lives have just been scrutinized and put out there for everyone to pick apart. They're victims in this too. True crime, OG true crime, you would never create one new victim. And these days, people who call themselves true crime are actually creating many new victims, and they're real people with lives that are now absolutely decimated. Not only are they grieving the loss of people they adored, they've also essentially are now going to be grieving the lives they once knew, because they're gone. Their lives have changed forever because of the irresponsible crap that happens on YouTube. So you're always welcome to drop in. We definitely like looking at critical thinking discussions, looking at different angles, playing devil's avocado. I know that's advocate, but it's my thing. I've said it since I was, 10, debating my parents, no doubt. But yeah, feel free and feel confident to chat in here. It's a great community. You found a good spot, and we love meeting you newbies. You'll feel right at home very, very soon. A blank slate, hello, and a happy weekend and year end. That's a lovely message to end on, Scout. And yeah, thank you. You may see me later on, depending on how many glasses of bubbly I've had. But if not, I'll see you all next year.
DJ Goncalves.
She was put down.